Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the journey of raising my or self-awareness. And today is the day fourth. Is it right? No, the day fourth. Um, and yesterday we have started at the principle of desire aligned um, inquiry. And we know how important of our desire and the power of our inquiry. It could lead to the reality that we have. It could lead to the transformation that we have. And the orientation of our inquiry is super important. And because with the positive inquiry, it could lead to the positive enlightenment and positive understanding. And then we have the positive transformation. And similarly with the negative inquiry, with the negative inquiry, it could lead to the negative uh, enlightenment, negative understanding, and make people have a negative transformation, which is will cause the negative change in people. So, so we need to identify or find out our desires so that we can make or generate the positive inquiry because we never know if we are negative or positive if we don't know our desire or our demand or what we want because positive positive inquiry can define when we have um, when we have the aligned desires um, inquiry or we have questions which is aligned with the, the desire we have. And if we know our desire, it means that we know our goal and we have a target in our life. So it could orientate us. mm, and we have destination. So uh, we know after that we could have the path or we can choose the road or the method how to get there. But the destination is very important, and that is the first step that before we need to do anything. Many of my friends came to me and asked what they should do. And the first question I often ask them that what do you truly want? So identify our true desire or uh, our goal target is super important. That can be the fundamental step for us before doing anything. And then we could have the, based on that, we could have the positive inquiry, positive question, positive inquiry, which lead to the positive transformation. And you could have a better change in Earth. So that is for mm, the principle of desired alert inquiry. And the principle of brain activation is also a very crucial way, and we applied uh, some principles that help us in our life. And the brain activation principle talk about three things: the lessons that we draw out through every event and incident or any situation that we encounter every day, and the insight we got, or as well as the enlightenment that we have and lessons, which is something we learned newly, and the insight is something that is also the lesson that we have learned, and we find it very helpful and applicable to our life. And the enlightenment is something um, that we is the realization, and when we have the answer for a long-standing question or long-standing inquiry, um, it, we will have the enlightenment. So the more frequently we draw out the lessons, insight, and enlightenment in our life, in every event and situation in our life, um, the better chance to be more mature, to grow in life. Okay, so we have learned two principles of which help us, support us in our life, and could make our life be simpler, more gentle, and smooth, being smooth in one's life. Okay, so now we move into the next principle, which is uh, really love this principle because when we apply it in education, um, is really useful and beneficial to educator and also students. Um, let's find out uh, which it is. Please allow me to share my screen. Okay. Share the paper. Right. Yesterday we stopped at the principle of desire aligned inquiry. Now let's move to next principle. This principle name principle of knowledge circles. Or knowledge circles. Everyone, any of us, has three circles, four circles of knowledge. Okay, let me draw them first. Mm, okay. The innermost circle is no, no. The next circle is no, being forgotten. Uh, being forgotten. The next one is known, unknown. And the last one, unknown, unknown. Any of us has four circles of knowledge. The first one is no, which means we know there is an area of knowledge that we know that we know. We know that we know something. Do you have this circle of knowledge? We have this, like we have that area of knowledge. You know that you are listening to a video, or you are watching uh, a video. You know that you are a student, you are a teacher, or you are doing something. You know that in the next second, what could you do? You know that what you would have for your breakfast. You know that who are your parents, who are your close friends, So you know that you know something. So we call that area that is the circle of no, no. And everyone has this circle of knowledge. No, no. And the second circle of knowledge is non being forgotten. Non being forgotten. That is the area of knowledge that you know that you forget something. You know that you forget something. In high school, you have learned about the history of some uh, tourist spots, for example, or famous places. But now you forgot most of them, for example. So you know that you forgot something and you have done uh, some exams in your life and but you have forgotten some the question, so you know that you have forgotten something. So this area of or this circle of knowledge is bigger than the circle of no. And the next circle of knowledge is known unknown, which is there is the area of knowledge that you know that you don't know something. And this area is bigger, even bigger than the other two areas or the other two circle of knowledge. So you know that you don't know something. For example, that you know that you don't know um how to draw a, a plan, or you know that you don't know how to sew a clothes, a, yeah, a cloth, or you don't know, you know that um, you don't know how to make that dish. So there are many things that you know you don't know. This area of knowledge is even bigger than than the other two circle of knowledge. So there are many things in this life that you know you don't know. You don't know them. And the biggest one, the largest one, and it's also the infinite one, is the circle of unknown, unknown. That you don't know that you don't know. There is a circle of knowledge that you don't know that you don't know. It means that you don't even know that it exists in this world or in this life. You don't know about its existence. You never can imagine that there is something like this exists in this life. So that is the circle of unknown unknown. So can you get an example of it? How can you get an example of something that you don't know, right? So there are many language, many knowledge that I never know that about its existence before I have learned about the inner self. I never could imagine about its existence. So in this course, you will find out their knowledge that you also don't. There's knowledge that you also don't know about that, and but we need to know them to have a peaceful, happy life. So we cannot get the example of this circle of knowledge because we don't know about its existence, and we call this the circle of unknown unknown. Okay, so this principle give us a privilege that we don't we cannot be arrogant or overconfident about our knowledge because everyone has these four circles of knowledge. Everyone know that they know something. They knows that they forgot something. They know that they don't know something, and they are something that they don't know that they don't know. And we it's not it doesn't just stop us from being arrogant. It also stop the feeling of insecurity about our knowledge or so um, feel so inferior about our knowledge because everybody is the same with four circles of knowledge. They there there is a story. There is a story that I think it could help you understand this point better. There was a professor who knows many things in this life, and one day um, he want to go across a river, and then he hired a boatman who helped him to uh, come across the river. And on the way, they chatted. The professor asked the boatman that, "Hey, do you uh, do you know something about geology?" And the boatman surprisingly say, "No, I don't know." And the the professor just shook his head and say beautifully that so you just lost a quarter of your life. It's so interesting, but you don't know. And then he keep asking, so do you know anything about um con continent? And this time the boatman uh, feels so inferior about his knowledge. And then he said, "Mm, no, I don't know." And he lowered uh, his head. And professor kept feel pity for that gold man, and said that, mm, you you have lost the half of your life because you don't know anything. You don't know about something interesting like that. And then he kept asking, so do you know anything about geography? And the boatman shook shook his head and say, no, I don't know about that. And this time he felt humiliated and feel insecure. And after that, there is a silence, an awkward silence between them. And then the professors also said, "Hmm, so you have lost the um, third fourth part of your life, a third, three-fourths part of your life." And then um, there is a strong gust of wind just came, and the boat just turned upside down. Both of them fell into the river. And this time the boatman asked the professor, so do you know how to swim, sir? And the professor just replied uh, with a trembling voice, I don't know, please say, please help me. And this time the boatman just said, so you have lost your whole life. And through this story, we can get the message of it, right? The professor knows many things in life, but he didn't know how to swim, and he has lost his life. So any people in this life has these four circles of knowledge. They have something that they know. uh, they know they know them, and sometimes they know that they have forgotten something, and sometimes they know that they don't know something, and then there are things that they don't know that they don't know. Everybody has these four circles of knowledge. So that's why we cannot be arrogant about our knowledge, or be inferior about our knowledge, because we are the same. And the second usage of this principle, that is, we can use it to absorb knowledge, absorb unlimited unlimited knowledge. For example, for example, if you know if you know how to make a humble or mm, inquisitive and humble question or inquiry, so we need to have Inquisitive, humble question. When we make an inquisitive, humble question, to get what other people know. So we can goes from what they know and then just direct to be what we know. So it will be like this. When we talk, when we talking, when we talk to someone, and then with the question of being inquisitive, humble, we know that they know something. So we just start from their known circle of knowledge. And then it through some questions, we know that it could be the it could belong to the known being forgotten knowledge of us. So from that, we bring it back to the circle of known none of us, or we start from our then what they know, and then it can be something that we know that we don't know. Then we direct them to we something that we know that we know. It will become the knowledge that we know, or we start from uh, something that they know, and then through some inquisitive, humble question, it could belong to something that we don't know, and then we bring it back to something that we we know. For example, for example, that do you know about health? What do you know about health? Okay, I have a question for you. So when I make a question, I mean to have you understand that knowledge better. So please, and you can cooperate with me to answer those questions. So after that, you can understand that information or that knowledge better. So, even when you watch or rewatch this video, okay? So just answer the question from something that you know in your mind. And this is an inquisitive, humble question. Okay. So tell me what you understand about health. Yeah, please tell me what you understand about health. Okay. So when we talk about health, we think about our body, if it's healthy or not, right? And then we could think about our mental health, right? If we have any mental problem or issue, and it can be the relationship can affect our health. So WHO, um, the World's Health Organization, has a definition about is health is um, let me check again the correct the exact um, definition of health. According to WHO. So, health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well being, and not merely the absence of disease or infirmity. Okay, so we don't need to mention about not the light, not merely the absence of disease or infirmity, because so we have learned about the principle of light, right? So well, we don't want to remove the darkness, which is bring the light in. So we can stop at health is the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. So when you talk about health, we can think about the mental health, we can think about physical health, and we can think about the social health. And we have a definition of health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being. Okay, so please tell me what I've just done. What I've just done, everyone. I was asking what you know about health. And then I share some information, something that I know that you know them. And from that I direct to the knowledge that I know about health. And then you understand my message about health according to WHO. Do you see that? I start from what you know about health. And then you through uh, the question and through the information that I share, you you have the knowledge that I have about health according to WHO. That is how we can transfer our knowledge to someone to someone seamlessly. Okay. And because of that, we will never can hurt the phrase that losing fundamental knowledge. Um, when I study in school, and even after I have a job, I often heard about uh, this phrase, losing fundamental knowledge of from students. And if we have this principle and we can apply it into our life, we can transfer our our knowledge to other people seamlessly, simply, gently. We just start from then what they understand, what they know about a specific subject or topic, and then from there we lead to what we know about them, and then it becomes what they know. It becomes their understanding. So we using people often start with what they know, like they want to share something, they want to teach people something, or share some information, or explains what they know to other people. But why a lot of people cannot get what I mean? Because they start from what they know, not from other people's know, or the listeners know. And if we start from what we know, and we share about that, we try to explain about what we know to other people, and it could be the area, it could fall under the the circle of known of other people. And when we hear something that we already know, we can feel bored about that, right? So we don't want to listen to it anymore. So that's why some people can say, "Ah, why do you talk too much about that? I know it already." And if we start from what we know, our understanding, and try to explain something, it could fall under the circle of known being forgotten of someone. And it might remind them something about something that they they have forgotten. But then because they don't want to, if they know that they have forgotten something, it means that is no use for their life. That's why they forgot them. So when we start from what we know, and it's fall under the circle of known being forgotten of someone. So because it's no use for their life, they don't want to listen to you anymore. And if we start from what we know, and or from what we understand, and it's fall under others other circle of known unknown. They know that they don't know. At first, they can be curious about that, but then because it's also no use for their life, or they can feel unclear or vaguer in their minds. So they are not really interested in what we share. And if what we share um, from what we know, but is fall under the circle of unknown of them. So they can be like stuck, or just like that there's sometimes your brain just like you feel like it stopped working because that is something that you don't know, and you feel like there's a blank in your mind. So if we start from what we understand and try to explain it to others people, they could feel bored, or they think it's no use, or it can be make people feel blank in their mind. That's why we need to start from what people what people know, or what people understand about that subject, and then through the inquisitive humble questions, we get to what they know, what they understand, and then we lead to, or we direct it to what we understand, and then it will become their understanding. Like we have done with a definition of health earlier. Okay, so if a person start from what other people know, from what others, okay, and then we start from what they know that they know, and then it could, when we share it, it could meet the circle of unknown of them. It's okay because we start from what they know, and then we share what we know. It would fall under the unknown know of them. It's okay, and then it will be the thing that they know. It will become their understanding. And when we start from their understanding, and then what we share could fall under something that they know that they don't know, and it will come back to what they know. And similarly, we start from what they know, and then it could meet the 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 circle of knowns being forgotten, and then we bring it back to something that they know, and even that's something that they it could fall under something that they know. But when we share it, it can be understand it better, and it become the fall under the circle of known none of them. So that is how we can transfer our knowledge, um, or message to other people seamlessly. And even when we absorb knowledge from someone, we can use this principle better. We also start from what other people know, and we want to have the knowledge. For example, uh, I have a friend. She know um, how to make the short hair look better, and I asked about her um, experience. So I started from what she knows, and then through some inquisitive, humble question, it becomes what I know. It becomes what I know. So through the inquisitive, humble questions, and we can absorb um, infinite knowledge from other people. When we meet someone and they know something about their industry, of course they are experts um in their career, in their job, in their work, and we just ask some questions and it will becomes our understanding, right? So we can do that with everyone. So that's why we can, when we talk to someone, we have one more knowledge, we have one more understanding. So, the chance that we talk to someone, that's the chance that we have one more understanding, and we can seamlessly have the knowledge from other people by using this principle of knowledge circles, or we can transfer our knowledge to other people seamlessly. So at first, this principle helps us not to be arrogant or insecure about our knowledge, because everyone has these four circles of knowledge, and then we can use it to absorb um, limitless knowledge from other people. It's like the sponge, the sponge, like it absorbs infinite water, uh, amount of water. So we can use this principle to do that. And the third usage that we can transfer our knowledge to other people. Since then, there is no loss or losing fundamental knowledge anymore. And educator, teachers should know this principle of knowledge circles. And many people have shared their their stories with me and other people that I have heard, that since they use these principles, they feel they feel that sharing a message or information or a knowledge simpler, simpler, and more effective. And the next usage of this principle that other people can think that um, we are a wise communicator, because when we talk to someone, we can share what we have, the knowledge that we know, to other people, and then they understand, they have one more understanding, they have one more understanding. And and if we want to learn something from them, we could throw some um like prime like primer question, inquisitive humble question. uh, we direct their understanding to our understanding, and we have one more understanding, and people feel that they are valuable, they are valued person, because they just help us to have one more understanding, and we appreciate that, we appreciate their knowledge, and we appreciate them, what they have shared to us. And people love to be appreciated and recognized. what they have contributed uh, to this life. And to be wiser, to be a wiser um, communicator, we can apply this principle of rhythm, that we start from. We can share what we know, and then we can have people understand. And then we can have them to have the profound or understanding or comprehends comprehend something, and we can help people have uh, the transformation. Transformation. And how can we do that? We can help people have our knowledge, know what we know based on their belief, based on their belief, based on their belief. Mm. Uh, so they believe in something, and we start from their beliefs, and then we can share what we know, and then they accept. When you share something, and it depends on the people want to accept it or not, to make it becomes their knowledge. So if they trust you and they believe in some things, and we can start from that and share what we know to them. And to make people understand something, we start from what they know. I guess the better word would be, sorry, here, just depends on that, just on you. Um, we we have something like a very precious knowledge, and we think it could help our loved ones, and we want to share it with them. But if they don't trust you, they won't ever listen to you. So you have no chance to share what you know with them. So at first, you need to earn trust from them. So they will welcome everything that you share with them. So first, we start from based on their trust on people's trust on us. We can share what we know, and it becomes what they know. Make people know something. To understand something, at first they need to know about it, right? They need to know about it. So talk and have people know something based on that, just and have people understand something based on what they know, based on what they know. Like we explained earlier, we start from what people know, or from the terms, their terms of understanding. And then we have them understand something and help people comprehend something based on their in inquiry, based on their inquiry. When they have an inquiry, they could they start they start a process to to complete understanding, or have a comprehension of something. So if you want someone to have a complete understanding uh, regarding a subject, you need to generate an inquiry in them. So that this could be a long-standing question in them. It's something that they really want to have the answer, because it could affect their whole life, or a period of their life, a period of time in their life. And you can help people have the transformation when we know their desire. So based on their desire, we can help people have the transformation, or have them transform. So if someone don't want to change, don't want to take action, so we have no reason uh, to to help them have the transformation. So it needs to start from their desire. They really want to become someone, or to have something, and then we can support them and assist them to have that transformation. Starts from people's roots. We have them know something. Start from what they know. We have them understand something. Start from the inquiry. We have them comprehend something. Start from their desire. We have them transform. So when we can apply this, this is we call the principle of rhythm. And then people people can see that you are a wise communicator, wise communicator. Wise communicator. And do you want to be uh it's not just only a wise communicator. Do you want to be an erudite person? I think we call it erudite. Do you want to become an erudite person? This uh, the principle of knowledge circles can turn us to become an erudite person when we know that we know that we know it, and we know that we could- don't know. If a person knows that they know something and they know that they don't know something, so they can answer any question in life, and they will become an erudite person in other people's eyes. Because if you know that you know that, so any question comes to you, you can answer. And if you know that you don't know that, uh, and you can simply say that I don't know it. So people are scared of the person who always have the questions for every question, always have the answer for every question. I remember a situation that 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 person is a monk, a very famous monk that has have many people um, got enlightenment in their life and transformed their life a lot. When he had an interview, I think a journalist or a reporter just make or a host just made a question to him. He asked him something, and people was expecting that he could say something very like they cannot imagine the answer in their mind um, regarding that questions because they think that he um, he was he's like a wise man a wise man to many people because he his the philosophy that he have and the message that he have shared with many people will think that he a wise man and the answer his answer can be something very like something that people cannot imagine something is bigger than their mind and they expect a lot from him And when he listened to after hearing that question, he stayed silent for a while, and then he answered, I don't know. I don't know. And people respect him more because he allied with himself, and he know that is the power of we know that we don't know something, and then we know that we know something, so we can be confident in any circumstance, because we know that we don't know that. Nothing to hide, and people respect those people who know that they know it and who know that they don't know it. So if you know that you don't know it. And if you know that you know it, you will become an erudite person in other people's eyes. Okay, uh, so I think that are some main points that I want to share with you all about this principle, the principle of knowledge circles. With the understand of knowledge circles, we know that we everyone has four circles of knowledge, which is known, known means that we know something. And the second circle is known being forgotten, means that we know that we forgot something. And the third one is known unknown, means that we know that we don't know something. And the last one, that's unknown unknown, means that we don't know something. So mm, there's no being arrogant or feeling insecure about knowledge. And then using this principle, we can absorb knowledge l- unlimited or infinity, um, infinitely. And then we can transfer our knowledge or information to other people, or our understanding to other people by using the inquis inquisitive by using the inquisitive humble question. Okay. Then we always start from what people know, what they understand, and direct their understanding to our understanding. And then it becomes their understanding, become what they know. And using this principle, we can be an erudite person. We can be erudite in other people's eyes, and we incorporated with the principle of rhythm. We we help people know based on their trust. We have them understand based on what they know. We have them comprehend something based on their inquiry, and we have them have the transformation based on their desire. And then we will become the wise communicator. And if you are afraid to talking to people because you don't know what to talk with, what to talk with them, or you don't know how to start, just start from what people know, and we will become the wise communicator in their eyes. Okay, so that's it for today. Today I want to share the principle of knowledge circles to you all, and hopefully it's helpful and beneficial to your life, especially when you learn something. And learning journey is a life long life journey. So we learned everything. We learn things every day, every single day. So this principle is very useful to many of us, including me. So I'm so um, appreciate I appreciate this knowledge, and I'm so grateful for the dedication that my great master, my teachers have done to share this knowledge to me, to many other students. And then that's why we have this course. So now is the time that we need to practice the principle of brain activation. So remember that we draw out the lesson that we have, the insights that we have, and the enlightenment if we have it. So just give you some time to do it. Okay, after watching this video, or when you encounter anything in life, just draw lessons, insights, and enlightenment. All right. If you don't have any question, if you don't have any questions, so I guess we can start here. We can start here. Have great day ahead. See you tomorrow around the same time at 4:30 a.m. To 6:30 a.m. And I thank you for your presence and time. I really appreciate that. So please allow me to turn off the live on Facebook. Bye. And allow me to stop this recording. And see you tomorrow.